That statewide search underway right now at this hour for the suspect in that Thanksgiving shooting who suddenly opened fire on his own family members and then took off. ABC's Jeffrey Kaufman has the latest this morning from Jupiter, Florida. Jeffrey, good morning.
And good morning to you, David. It was a family Thanksgiving dinner that turned into a family tragedy. Police are still hunting for the man they believed killed 4 of his relatives, including a little girl. Police are looking for this man. 35-year-old Paul Marriage was attending a family Thanksgiving dinner when he allegedly opened fire, killing 4 of his relatives, including a 6-year-old cousin. Michaela Sitton was to be on stage this weekend in West Palm Beach at the holiday premiere of the Christmas ballet The Nutcracker. She was to be a little dancing gingerbread. But Michaela was shot as she slept.
I don't know how we're ever going to recover.
Also killed were the suspect's elderly aunt and his twin sisters, one of whom was pregnant. 2 other family members were injured.
We do know that there was an ongoing resentment between him and several family members inside the home.
The cold-blooded killings have shattered the idyllic calm of this Florida community on this holiday weekend.
I mean, it's a real tragedy, especially with the child.
For the news crews at the scene, this was more than just another violent crime story. Jim Sitton, father of the little girl who was murdered, works as a cameraman for one of the local channels. Now the distraught father is facing the cameras.
God packed a lot of sweetness into that little body.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Neighbors who know Paul Marriage say he has a history of mental problems and suicide attempts. Kate?
Jeffrey Kaufman reporting. We are joined now by Jim Sitton, the father of that little girl who you just saw in the piece, and next to him, Chief Frank Kitzerow of the Jupiter, Florida Police Department. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Jim, I don't even know what words to say. We are so incredibly sorry for what happened to you and your family. Can you tell us what happened that night?
Well, it was a Thanksgiving dinner. After dinner, my little girl had a presentation. She played the piano she recited the Psalm 100 by memory, and it was just a God-honoring time. Mm-hmm. And the twin girls that were killed, they sang Via Dolorosa and a couple of the songs, and Paul, the shooter, just sat there quietly, and then towards the end of the night, right when we were about to begin the goodbyes, he stepped outside. I thought he was going to go smoke a cigarette or something, and then I don't know, I think he came around the back of the house or something, came in the back door, is my recollection. I don't know what they found. I never saw him after that, but I saw Carla drop and her purse hit the ground, and I heard a pow, and I thought that she had a gun in her purse, and it went off. So I started telling everybody, back up, back up. And then I heard pow, 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 and screaming and just pandemonium. We ran out the back door, and I thought the gunman was chasing us. And so I thought I was leading the gunman away from my baby. And then my wife tells me, you gotta get Michaela, you gotta get Michaela. And I asked my neighbor, you have a gun? You have a gun, I gotta go back in. And he didn't have a gun. And so I started trying to break her window with my shoulder so I didn't have to go in the house just to pull her out. And the second time I hit it, it didn't break, and I hear pow, 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 and,
oh, God,
and then I'm like, that's it. I came in the front door, and he was gone, and she was dead, and we pumped her and worked on her until we never got life.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Chief, can you tell us do you have any idea where Paul Marriage might be right now? What are you asking people to look out for?
Well, that's one of the reasons why we're here this morning. We're asking for the public's help in finding this man. I can tell you that we are working very closely with the United States Marshal Service, and you do know that they're very good at what they do. We do have some leads that we're following, and I'm confident that with the help of the Marshal Service that we're going to apprehend him.
And we're showing the make and model of his car right there, his Florida license plate. If anybody has information, they should call their local police department. Jim, was there an argument? Did anything set all of this off?
No, he didn't say one word. He sat 2 people down from me during dinner, and there were no red flags.
Okay.
He was talkative, and He didn't say a word. He just started shooting.
Let's get to what really matters. Will you tell us more about Michaela? She was supposed to be in the Nutcracker this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I'm here. I just want to honor my little girl. And yeah, she was supposed to be in the Nutcracker yesterday, and as a mother's Ginger, and I just want to say that, you know, when you finish the cross the finish line, it's a joyous celebration, and it's not the end of the story. It's the beginning of victory, and that's where my little baby is. You know, she made it before us, but we know where she is and we know who she's with, and I just praise God for taking her fast, and she didn't suffer at all.
Jim, again, so sorry for your loss. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, sharing a little bit about her. We'll try to get the word out for you to find him. Thank you.
And thank you for giving me opportunity to honor my little girl, and also thank you to the police. They're doing an awesome job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jim, Chief, thank you.